H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is? It's the Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter. Sometimes and Chris Walker, and sometimes Chris Walker. All the time, Jim Hicks coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it is Tuesday, and it's just so much, y'all, today. Oh, my gosh. Y'all know the saying, when you know better, you do better. You know better, you do better. There's some things I want to share with y'all about today that, you know what? Let me go back. Let me go. You know what? I told y'all it was Jared Harris week. I can't change up on my Jared Harris picture. Where here? We put him and pin his picture back behind me. Come on. Share the show, everybody. Thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Share the show. I think I've done it already. And it's gonna be. Buck, you see, man, Kenneth Lofton, where you been, man? Man, I be worried about you, man. Let me check my starting five. Let's see what I got. Starting five today. Let's see. On Facebook, we got That Is Moody, Darrell Anderson, Mindy Collins, Trey Phillips in the building, Lance Kaiser is in the building. I think that's it. We got a Real Deal Villas in the building too, but on YouTube, we got Corey Willis, we got Rod Wells, we got Simeon Sims, we got Eric Boone. Robert going to the doctor today, so that's why you beat him. And we got old Jeremy Davis over there. But I see all of y'all. Shout out to everybody. I see you, Kenny Lofton. I see, hey, Belinda. I see you, Jonathan Grifton. He said working and playing golf. I see you ain't brought your butt down here and got none of this. I see you ain't came down to Houston. You better stay up there and play some golf, Kenneth Lofton. I'm waiting on you to come down here toward the evening time. Anson Fowler, what's up? Anson, I need you. Anson, I'm going to need some more. Y'all text, tell, and tag somebody about the show, because I'm going to need y'all today. Got some interesting things. We talked about them a little bit yesterday, but y'all know when news break, and then I go and have a chance of studying the news. Unlike some people, they'll come on here and just say, mainstream media. What my boy Trey Phillips? Well, Bleachers Report. I was just helping you out. I know it, Trey. Yeah, see, Jameson Morrow. See what happens. Y'all get too sensitive. Y'all man and woman enough to put a comment on the screen, but you don't want me to say nothing about it. I don't understand that, Kenneth Lofton. I just supposed to say, well, that's Alpha, yo, and he's just gonna put. I don't supposed to say something about it. I thought y'all want me to say something about it. That's why y'all put it up there. Y'all want your cake and eat it too. What's up, Keith Liggins? Anderson, help me. Tyrone. And I want you to come. Like I told dude, I'm agreeing with you. Get what I told him. I don't want you to agree with me. What would this show look like if everybody just agreed? I had a dude on the show with me, Jimmy, he gonna tell me yesterday, he done waited 7 years for me to say 2 instead of 1. I just wanted you to make a mistake. Who does that? What kind of people are y'all out here? See, there you go again. He can't help it. I just said he wasn't going to play because of his injuries. You ain't heard that yet. Trey, it's been 2 years, 2 days. I done gave you a whole night to go back and look at what I said, and your ass still ain't got it yet. So is he eligible to play? You ask your own damn question. Jimmy Hicks Jr., Trey Philip Hicks. You just slip it off and came back and said something. I said he is not gonna. I said with his injury problems, Trey Phillip, I want you to get all that damn wax out your ears and go back. With all his injury problems and me knowing who he is, he wasn't gonna play. I ain't said nothing about being ineligible, not one damn time. But I told you got the Jimmy Hicks syndrome. You can't win an argument, so you have to come with this. Tell me, you said 2 and it's 1. So what? Lying sack of shit if you say I said he was eligible. He wasn't eligible. I said because of his injuries, he wasn't going to play. And you come here again today. That just show me where you at. Yeah, just show you. Vanessa, I sit here and gave him a chance to go and review the tape. And they come back with the same ignorance. Unbelievable. It just boggles my mind. Boggles my mind. Give them a chance to have an open book test and they still fail the test. Give them all the answers and they still fail the test. It's just unbelievable. But guess what? Guess what? Some stuff happened. I want to make sure I didn't forget none yesterday because I got a stock of stuff today. So I want to make sure I closed out yesterday. Because I see that I have to be a little bit clearer. Because these folks just ain't getting it. They just ain't getting it. They don't listen. You said, the hell you gonna tell me what I see? You said, Hold on. I want to tell y'all about Michael Irvin. He reached a settlement with the Marriott Hotel on this $100 million defamation lawsuit against the hotel chain. He was expected to appear on the NFL Network. I think Sunday morning he did for the first time. Since he got at the Super Bowl, white lady said that he said some stuff to her, and he got fired. Got suspended. So I wanted to share that with you. They didn't say what they settled for, which ain't our business. And so, but I want to, at some point, I got to talk about these Alabama fans. I got to talk about them because Texas fans ain't no better. So it's tit for tat. But I want to share with y'all something real serious. So, and make sure you hear what I say, Trey Phillips. And whatever, I saw this alarming video. I hope I have a time to play it this week of this adult teaching and promoting these kids, the football kids in Little League, to fight each other. He need to be somewhere getting his butt whooped right now. And I didn't share that yesterday. Let's see. Hey, we talked about LeBron. Yeah, so I think I got everything yesterday. But today, I got a hard time today. Aaron Rodgers got hurt yesterday. It's fourth play from scrimmage. I'm leaving the golf course. My guy was playing with, he said, man, Aaron Rodgers is going off the field in the stretcher already. I hadn't even had a chance to turn the TV on, on my phone on yet before I got in the car. Couldn't believe that. I might talk about that a little bit, but several things. I don't know which way. It's just so much stuff. I'm just gonna give it to you. I'm just gonna give it to you. This dude, Kevin Porter Jr. Uh, and, and the reason I have to do my show like this because I am trying to give y'all a clean glass of water because some people y'all been drinking, as Trey Phillips just profoundly showed me, a dirty glass of water for a long time. So when you come with a clean glass of water, they might look at that like, give me some of this nasty ass water. But I was just thinking about that. Mindy, this dude, Kevin Porter Jr., he plays for the Houston Rockets. While the NBA is conducting its own investigation, the Houston Rockets aren't allowed to administer any immediate punishment on Kevin Porter Jr., including a suspension. Did I say that right? Trey Phillips. Per the NBA CBA, collective bargaining agreement, a player does not have to be convicted of a crime to be in violation of the NBA's domestic violence policy. The league conducts its own investigation, and Commissioner Adam Silver has the authority to enact discipline based on the findings. But I'm watching these NBA players. I want them to comment under the Miles Bridges and the Kevin Porter Instagram like they had the same energy for Noah Lyles when he said the NBA was not that hard. Was not that, Noah Lyles said that the NBA is not the world champions. Then the NBA, they was all over his mentions. I saw all of their comments, kicking and roasting Noah. Where is that energy for domestic violence? Y'all lose your phones when domestic violence happens, players. Houston Rockets guard Kevin Porter Jr. arrested for domestic violence against Kaiser Gondrzak. She was upset. They on a trip in New York. She was upset he returned to the hotel extremely late in the morning because he got arrested around 6:45. So he must have came in late. They on a trip together and you leave her in the hotel and you come in there late and she didn't open the door for him. Right? He got and locked him out. Hotel security let him in and he beat the girl up. Beat her up. Let me just put something in context. Y'all know I got a daughter, right? Problems. It'll be problems. Miles Bridges, who was sentenced to 3 years probation, I think. Trey, it might have been 2. On assault charges to his kid's mother. Out a year later and back in the NBA. But I saw this, he said, because him and Kevin Porter are friends. Let me see. He's brokenhearted that his friend, NBA player Kevin Porter, has been arrested for assault and strangulation of this girl and broke a bone and a vertebrae. It's a good question, Mindy. That's a question a woman have to answer. Thank you, Barry McDonald. Why do these type of think they can do it? Why do these type of men think they all can do that? I know, men. Men, I don't know if it's a type. Absolutely. I don't think it's that type. I'm just thinking about, like, did y'all see that? Did y'all see what I just put on the screen? Did y'all see what I put on the screen? Miles Bridges, the same dude who beat his girl. It's broken hearted. Boy, y'all, this is one of the hardest subjects in the world. Y'all follow me this. Y'all follow me this. Take my daughter. Take Mindy's daughter. It ain't got nothing to do with money. I know some guys with money, man, ain't doing this. Anson, it ain't money. No, you can't blame no money. Money ain't the root to all evil. The love, read the Bible, the love of money. It ain't money. Because I know a lot of people with a whole lot of money, way more money than his little ass got, ain't beating up on no women. Y'all got to remember, he's an employee. Y'all think these players balling? The dude who's balling is the dude that can pay them. Tim Fertitta, he balling. McNair, he balling. It ain't money. It's not money. That boy was ignorant before he had a quarter. What I would love for my young ladies to do, be careful who you lay with and play with. Look at his history. He got a history. I'm not talking about him. I hope I protect the next young girl. I likes a thug. A thug will whoop your ass. Take a girl on a trip and you leave her in a hotel room and don't come back to 4 or 5 in the morning. Go get you another room, bruh, and wait till she cool off. That ignorant ass security guy knew he was hot and let him in. I'm pissed off at him. Hey, Monte. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. You don't have to have that guy. One of them guys. Y'all be careful out there. Let me get on, because I got some stuff now for you. Porter returned early Monday morning, from an evening out to the Millennium Hotel, where he and Gondrzak were staying. She was upset with the late hour. He returned and locked the door, according to sources. Once he entered, with the help of hotel security, Porter beat up the woman. Every time I read that, it hurts me. Gondrzak told the police he struck her repeatedly about the face with a closed fist, causing a laceration above her right eye and bruising and substantial pain in her face, according to the criminal complaint. She said Porter applied pressure to her neck by forcibly squeezing it, causing her to experience difficulty breathing, redness, and bruise. He killed the girl. Say nothing to play with. Substantial pain, the complaint said. Gondrzak was taken to NYU Logan Medical Center, where doctors said she suffered a fractured vertebrae in her neck. Just because a room is in your name don't mean that. Security guard got a tip and the room was in his name. How you know the room was in his name? Because she got her own money too. How you know Anson Filer? Y'all see how we see. See, somebody thought I didn't catch that. Why you assuming the room is in his name? If Oprah and Stedman went somewhere, would you just assume the room is in Oprah's name? Quit assuming. Quit assuming. Quit assuming. You don't know. The pair was in New York for Fashion Week. Share the show because somebody needs to hear this. They were photographed just the day before, the day at the Vogue Smart Shoot kickoff event just a few days ago. Now he got to go back to court October the 16th. And in New York. And y'all notice, I keep seeing these comments. Y'all notice one thing I've never said. And I don't understand how quick y'all are. Let me call y'all out. Let me call y'all out. Let me call. What's up, Doc? Let me call y'all out. First thing y'all always talk about is, let me see. Let me go. Lee. Gosh, I missed it. I'm just thinking about this, man. My daughter is in New York at Fashion Week with her boyfriend. And this happens. And Mindy, I'm not quick to take a man's livelihood. Y'all notice I never say that. No matter what. I didn't even say that about Mel Tucker, and I got to talk about him again today too. I didn't even say that about him. You got me? I'm just not quick. Because a man got to work, even if he is or either put him in jail. What he gonna do? I got to move on for that. This is a very sensitive subject because I know this ain't nobody that y'all these little girls grew up with my son. They the same age, same neighborhood. They worked out together. Grant used to work my son and his two daughters and Tiffany Davis out together. These little girls. I know their uncle. I know their mom. Guys, if you got to argue and let me tell you something, there's some little girls out here got them bad mouth. If you got to leave them alone, man. They might be good and all that kind of stuff and the sexy red and all that old crazy stuff and what's the girl name? What's my baby name? Meg Thee Stallion and fine and all that. But man, can't do it, man. Tory Lanez, I met that little dude in Miami. I told y'all, I didn't even know who the hell he was. And I met him because we was in the same place together. And this kid go and do something like that, change his whole life in jail. Young people, we have got to be. I just can't say just get smart. I just can't even say that. I just can't say that. We just, man, if you got to argue and fuss with this girl all the time, man, leave her alone, dog. Leave her alone. Take it from me. Leave her alone. Get the hell, and then they're gonna be saying, damn, he really was serious. Yes. I'm telling you from experience. Get the hell away and live your life and enjoy your life. Man, you broke a vertebrae in this girl's neck. Let me pivot, because I really, I'm gonna pivot a second, but I really want to talk about our partners. Share the show. Really want to share y'all the unique partnership that the Chop Shop shares with. Just some good people, man. Cleopatra's cigar, cognac bar, and Mimi's New Orleans Cafe and Oyster Bar, and Triple Threat 360 Basketball Academy is coming soon, and Solomon and Brian Wines. Matter of fact, I'll give you a little bit of Solomon and Brian right now.
someone had a birthday party at our restaurant next door, Mimi's New Orleans Cafe. They asked if they could smoke cigars on the patio. Told them yes, and they stayed a little late, and they said we don't have anything like this in this area. So we decided to pray on it, and collectively we decided to move forward. You know, there's a need for it. This is this old part of Richmond. It's growing. The new courthouse is right there. The sheriffs come here. We get their full support. They just had a function here.
Y'all see my man Lance Keisner? He's on the feed right now. He was on the right. That's Charles Foreman to your left. Great people, man. Just great to be around people, man, that you love. Just wanting to see their business grow. It's just amazing. Just being in the company with those people. So now let me pivot, because y'all, that's a touchy subject for me, because I know those little girls, and it's very, very touching for me. So I got to back off. I'm gonna come back, but I got to back off just a minute. I talked a little bit about Mel Tucker without having a whole lot of information yesterday. I just know my stance was, and I know Trey Phillips and Kevin Freitman would because they know everything I say. My stance was with him: you're in a position of power, player. You can't do that. I don't care what she did. I don't care. I told y'all yesterday, I said, man, it sounds like a setup. It could be. I just couldn't believe he was that ignorant, because ignorant just means you don't know. I couldn't believe it. But I thought about it last night. I got to be correct, because I got people on here that have been waiting for 7 years to find something I say wrong. So I got to be careful how I word this, because if I said 2 instead of 1, they'll have, yes, I'm going to be like Stephen A. Smith. Shannon Sharp called him out his name. He put his name tag on it. Yes, I'm going to be very, very, yes. I'm not going to never let y'all live that one down. But I was thinking about something. Just follow me here. Just thinking about something. The question came to me: Robert, is Mel Tucker being railroaded? Nobody said that on the feed yesterday. Somebody told me, called me, said, Robert, this is one of the craziest stories that I've ever seen in college football. Okay? And a lot of people are going to be afraid to talk about it, because there's a specter of sexual assault hanging over it. But when you actually dive into the specifics, when you go into the facts and you analyze them, I don't think this is a very complicated case, and maybe Mel Tucker is getting railroaded. What's up, Doug? Doug, you right on time. Y'all follow me. Follow me here, man. Share the show, y'all. I can't believe y'all ain't sharing it. I'm finna give you something. Ain't nobody gonna give you this. Other than what's his name? Trey Phillips and Kevin Freitman. They already know this. Could it be that he was taken advantage of by a media ecosystem that is not interested in the facts? So let me lay it out for you. And again, I bet I'm the only person you're probably going to hear discuss it the way like this. I guess because I'm me. And if you're not familiar with the story at all, I understand. So I'm going to try to give you a little bit of the baseline. Give you a little bit. Rick, I'm going to answer all your questions, Rick, in a minute. I got you. Let me put a, give you the baseline. Mel Tucker is a head football coach from Michigan State. Yesterday, y'all, we just get to talking, and I expect Shanquetta Pelser, she came on late. We just expect for people to know everything that we know about sports. And that was my fault. I should have been more clear. I was busy trying to remember a 2 versus a 1. 1 year versus 2 years. I was too busy. I was too busy. Just watch this now. And if you, like I said, if you in it, Mel Tucker, like I said, he coached at Michigan State. He signed about a year and a half ago. Trey Phillips, I hope I got it right. A year and a half ago for 10 year, $95 million contract. After he came, and it came after he had an 11-2 season. It's a black man, college coach, signed a $95 million contract. Mel Tucker, formerly a Georgia Bulldog defensive coordinator, formerly Colorado Buffalo, where Deion Sanders is right now, a head football coach. Mel Tucker brings in this woman named Brenda Tracy, who is a sexual assault survivor and now makes a living going and talking to schools about sexual assault related issues and trying to get players and coaches and administration, everybody involved in college athletics, to understand the significance of sexual assault. Okay? And why you should not put yourself into situations that can lead to sexual assault related issues. Great thing. That's an important job. I love it. We should all try to prevent the amount of sexual assaults that goes on. All of us. And education can certainly help to do so. Okay? And it sounded like the foundation, because y'all got to realize they got a 1,200 page report, investigation by the Title IX people. Okay? So you had to read through a lot of this stuff. So from the stuff I've read, this is what I've induced. When they hired her, let's see, what was I? Okay, like I said, sound like the foundation of the relationship between Mel Tucker and Brenda Tracy relationship. They dealt with that. The foundation. They dealt with that. She was coming and speaking. But I got something for y'all. That he and she were trying to limit the amount of sexual assaults related incidents that might happen at Michigan State's campus. I really feel they were in that process. Nothing that I've read made me think they did. So she came to speak multiple times to the teams during the process. They began to know each other. And it sounds like Mel Tucker and Brenda Tracy, based on the article in USA Today and the 1,200 page Title IX investigation that they cite, sound like both of these individuals became interested in each other potentially over that time, romantically interested. You got to go back and read. You just can't be reading Twitter. I'm going by the stuff I've read in this report. Okay? I might mix a 1 and a 2, but bear with me. We know some details because of the Title IX investigation. We're going to know some details. Let's check this out. Y'all follow me. Write this down. 27 phone calls between the two. The average length of these phone calls were over 30 minutes, many of them late at night. So let me just not here, because so many people, if you're watching and listening to me right now, I hope y'all heard what I just said. How many of you have made 27 phone calls lasting over 30 minutes in length to a person in your life so far this year? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Put it on the screen. I can drink me some water. I probably can go in there and get me. Come on, commenters. What are my commenters? Y'all want me to repeat it again? Let me finish my story first, Herb. Unless you done read the 1,200 page investigation. Let me finish the story. Let me finish. I just asked one question. How many of you have made 27 phone calls lasting over 30 minutes in length to any person in your life for this year? Let's answer the first questions first. I guess can't nobody, well, I'll let y'all do y'all show. When y'all ready to come back over here, y'all let me know. So y'all want to come in on everything that I asked about. But what I asked about. Thank you, Kevin Freeman. Thank you. That's all I wanted. One person. Share the show. Ain't enough people on here. Share the show. Because y'all need to hear this. Check this out. I know I haven't. I don't believe there's a single person that I have called 27 times and had an average length of our conversation be over 30 minutes. My daughter, who I love to death, my son, who y'all know I love to death, ain't happening. There is no one in the world that I have called 27 times and had an average phone conversation of over a half an hour. I bet most of you watching or listening to me as well would say the same thing. Add over 30 minutes phone calls average in 27 different phone calls. That means you have spent 14 and a half hours on the phone with someone else other than your wife. To me, on its face, that does not sound like a work relationship. When I'm having a work relationship, phone calls are not going to be over 30 minutes. Unless we're on a Zoom, and there's a lot of us on there. Every single time. It just don't happen. I don't talk to my kids that long. My grandson, when I FaceTime him, I don't talk to him that damn long because he get tired of me just saying the same thing over and over. He grab the phone and throw it on the ground. I don't know what this dude here talking about. Dude, listen to the story. Listen to the story. You can talk 12 hours a day, but you can't dry send her shot. Sometimes, hey y'all, I told y'all, he gave you 2 ears to listen. I'm going somewhere here. King Sticks. Y'all can't help it. Y'all can't help it. Y'all got the can't help us. This doesn't include text messages because according to the Title IX investigation, neither side's text messages still exist. Both of them erased them. Her ass and him. See, y'all, I didn't have this information yesterday. Why is she erasing hers? Why? Why? Sonya, why is she, are you back yet? Why is she erasing her text messages? Nicholas, I ain't got not one. I'm going to talk that long on the phone. Not one. Because all I'm saying, hey, you coming? You coming over here? I'm coming over there. I ain't got time for all that on the phone. Watch this. Watch this. I want y'all to know that. Y'all, I got to get y'all, because yesterday I was on mail now. But after reading that report, y'all, I'm all night reading it. Y'all don't understand when I want to read. Boy, I love to read. Mail's still out of pocket. I'm going to give you that, right? All right. Over there in the grill. Her and Mike always leaving me. Y'all left me last year. I told y'all don't leave me. Y'all left me again. Talking to Sonya Billings. Her and her husband, they just be gone. And Mindy Collins. And yeah, I love them, but they don't never take me with them. They ain't got to buy me no hotel. They ain't got to. Just let me go with them. Watch it. Now watch it. I think at some point, I don't know when, there became an interest from Mel Tucker and Brenda Tracy, and I think that Brenda Tracy became interested in Mel Tucker at some point. I just don't think you would be on the phone with someone that long, Mindy Collins. Let me just put it to you this way. Let me just put it to you this way. If you found Dennis on the phone with 27 calls, lasting over an hour, at night, with a member of the opposite sex, would you think to yourself is 100% innocent? I wouldn't. Hey, Mike, I got to make sure Mike have my number because Sonya ain't going to try to hook me up. I know Mike will hook me up. But Mike, follow me here, Mike. Would you think of yourself that's probably 100% innocent? I wouldn't. And I bet you wouldn't either with y'all psycholytic. I see a lot of y'all that got dead quiet on here. I I know it. Mindy, I know it. I'm coming, Nick. My bad. Here come, Nick. Nick, I got to tell the story. I got to paint the picture, Nick. But Nick, check this out now. I bet most significant others wouldn't believe it either. I think there was something going on. Now, Mel Tucker is married. Mel Tucker might have to sit down with his wife, he probably already have, and explain what was going on with Brenda Tracy now. But that don't involve his ability to coach football. If every football coach that ever had a personal relationship issue was not able to coach football anymore, there would be very few coaches on the sideline. Take it from me, I know them. Football coaching is a stressful job. You're on the road a lot. A lot of times you have kids and the wife got to be back there with the kids. To a lot of marriages, sometimes it's challenging. Yeah, Robert said he dead. Yeah, I know you dead. Rosie don't play none of them games. Check this out. Mel Tucker got forced out of a head coaching job at Michigan State and lost $80 million because of one phone call that evidently had phone sex involved. Not real sex, phone sex. 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 Not real sex. She in Oregon, he in Michigan, way over there. I told y'all when you know better, you do that. I didn't have all the facts yesterday. She is trying to get him fired now. Because in my opinion, it's my opinion, he decided that he didn't want to be in a relationship with her. Like that. He decided to cancel her next speech on campus. I found that out. And she decided she was going to go out there and file a Title IX complaint. Listen, the reason I say that, they initially tried to settle this case. Yes, sir, Mark, you're right. They initially tried to settle this case so we couldn't hear it. They weren't able to reach a settlement from what I've been told. So now she is saying that he needs to be fired because she was a victim. What is the crime? Women, I'm talking to everybody. What is the crime? The crime is they engaged in phone sex for 36 minutes. It wasn't about no marriage. She tried to shake him down. She wanted some money. You got to go listen. You got to go read the whole thing. I'm not finna give y'all to you. Oh, y'all got to go find some of this stuff yourself. Back in December, y'all, a year ago, whenever it was, because I got to watch it because, you know, we got Trey Phillips and Jimmy Hicks and who else? And Kevin Freitman will put a Bleacher Report article up there on it. What's the crime? The crime is that they engaged in phone sex for 36 minutes. And now this guy can't work as the head football coach at Michigan State again. That's not a crime. That's not even an allegation. Saying he committed, they're not even an allegation saying that he committed a crime. He was a guy that was interested in a girl. She returned the interest. What? That's why she erased her texts. But they gonna find him when she go to court. Because he taking this to court. Because he ain't letting them folks take his money. And he gonna win. I got ahead of myself. I didn't mean to go there right now. I just got emotional right now. Because I thought about it. Male, you got to watch it, man. When he decided he wasn't interested anymore, she turned him in. And now she's trying to get his job taken away from him. I'm not saying Mel Tucker did nothing wrong. He's going to have to talk to his wife, and he's probably got to talk to his kids. He's been humiliated right now. And look at Plies' tweets. I talked about him yesterday. The Plies. Y'all got to go back and look at Plies. Plies talk crazy. The Mel. Man, I promise you, I saw it last night. Yeah, they're going to find the text, Rick Brown. This man been dragged through the mud. I dragged him through the mud yesterday. I really didn't drag him through the mud. I just couldn't believe he was that stupid or ignorant. She went to USA Today and gave them the entire story and said, write it up. What that sounds like to you, Mindy? She went to the USA Today and told him to write it up on his ass. And now they're trying to fire him. For what? For phone sex call? Am I taking crazy pills right now? You can't coach a football game if you have phone sex with somebody one time. It ain't gonna be no coaches in Houston. And you know what these damn basketball coaches doing. And retroactively, she said she did not consent to it. Phone sex, Kevin Freeman, Mindy Collins. This is not a crime. The standard for whether you can be a football coach, Jacques Armand, you a coach? You laughing because you know what I'm talking about. Is that somebody decided you had phone sex with them inappropriately because she froze and she couldn't hang up for 36 minutes? No, I ain't going that far. Thank you, Minnie. Thank you, Minnie. I ain't talking about notice I ain't talking about the lady. I'm just giving you the facts. I just, see, that just ain't me. I ain't finna talk about you. You ain't worth my time. Male, I know how hard it is for a black coach to get a job. I hate you can get that money back. That's why I'm mad at Mel. Do you know how many times that I've frozen and could hang up and couldn't hang up a phone for 36 minutes? Y'all want to know how many times I froze? 0. According to a statement just released, 2 months after Mel Tucker had phone sex with Brenda Tracy. She texted him, "Happy Father's Day." The entire story is told. It might be total bullshit. Shakedown for everyone in the sports media refusing to say it. Y'all are cowards. Robert Hatter gonna say, y'all ain't gonna hear this no more. Yeah, y'all go watch them other shows. See if anybody else gonna talk about this like that. And y'all come back and tell me Trey Phillips and who was that other? Kevin Frey. I gotta share something with y'all. I mean, I'm telling y'all, man, it's just. I saw this the other day. I'm finna pivot. Coach, I got to pivot. Coach, y'all got to understand. Me pivot. Because I don't like the way when I don't like the way the comments are, I'm just gonna pivot. Y'all have heard of Robert F. Smith. If you've been watching this show for the last 4 or 5 years, 5 or 6 years, wait, maybe 6, 7 years, well, however many, I've mentioned Robert F. Smith. A lot of people say the first time they ever heard of Robert F. Smith is because I introduced them to him. Okay. And the only reason I knew about him early because he was Cornell grad and my son knew about him. So I had the upper hand. Y'all heard of him, right? I introduced you to a lot of people on the show years ago. Robert, he's the wealthiest black man in American history. He's alive right now. Guess how he built his wealth? Guess what industry he built his wealth in? Not entertainment, not movies, not playing basketball, not playing baseball, not playing hockey, not playing that barbaric ass sport football. I told y'all he's the richest man, wealthiest black man in American history. Robert F. Frederick Smith. He built his fortune in the software world, technology. His company holds over $100 billion in assets. Yes, I'm telling you this for a reason. I'm telling you this for a reason. Many of you already know I am. You see, I had to switch subjects when y'all get to talking. I didn't want to hear all that mess. He basically owned a company named Vista. All his company does is buy software companies. It's a crying shame. Just 2 people put it on the board. Everybody should know this, especially if you've been watching this show. He basically he's got 85 software companies, 95,000 employees. LeBron ain't got that. Just all y'all, LeBron. He ain't got that. This is what I'm talking about. He got 95,000 employees all over the world. Y'all heard when I told you about y'all heard of Morehouse College, right? He spoke at Morehouse commencement. I told y'all about the ceremony. It was 400 students there. They graduated. He spoke and he said, y'all know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to pay off your student loan debts for all 400 of you graduates. Watch this. He said, this is a black man, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't Mel Tucker. This ain't Kevin Porter Jr. It's Robert F. Smith. He said he's going to pay off all the kids' student loans You know what's crazier though? He also told him, not only am I going to pay off your student loans, but every last Thursday of the month, I'm going to do a Zoom call with all of y'all. 400 students. Guess how many of them y'all was on the phone call? Guess how many of them was on the damn Zoom call? This is what I'm trying to teach y'all right now. Y'all can go all that other shit y'all finna talk about. Guess how many of the 400? Because y'all get caught up in this other stuff. That's why I had to pivot from that mess. So you can teach these kids so they can get blessed. This is why I tell you to share the show. Because I know ain't nobody else gonna tell it. Ain't nobody else finna tell your kids this. You ain't never told them this. 40 to 80 on an average. Now, this is the richest black person in the country. And just 40 to 80 of those 400 guys participate in this Zoom call. That's way more than 10 heard. We ain't that damn bad. These guys went to Spelman. Now, if them guys went to Boogaloo State, maybe. Not Spelman. I mean, these guys went to Morehouse. I'm sorry. Damn, Spelman. What does that show you? Mindy, Sonia, what does that show you? I need somebody's help. What does that show you, Rick Brown? Did y'all hear what I just said? I'd have been the first one on the damn Zoom call every month. Until I figured this thing out. And when I figured out, I'd be on the Zoom call to help somebody else figure it out. See, we so worried about sports. We so worried about Aaron Rodgers. So when I talk to y'all about stuff like this, so y'all can, I really ain't talking to y'all. I am, listen, when I'm on this show, I am giving a digital library so some young person can come and see this. Some of y'all, y'all gone. I can't help y'all. But one of these young men, one of these young women might be able to be helped by this and say, when I have an opportunity to talk to a guy like Robert Hatter, I'm going to take advantage of it. To talk to a guy like Robert F. Smith, I'm going to take advantage of it. Sonia, this is our problem. We won't read a book. We won't do nothing. The richest black man in the world can't even pay your black ass student loan debts off. And you don't want to come and figure out how you can go put yourself in a position so you can go pay at least one by this one off. How many of y'all have paid somebody's? How many of y'all have paid somebody's college? They don't care. What I'm telling you, what is it? They don't care. They don't want it. Ungrateful. Who that said? Somebody like a ungrateful, worth ethic mindset. What is it? I think all that's true. Most people don't value opportunity. And oftentimes, if it's free, you value it even less. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? I just ain't getting enough okay. Y'all telling me a whole lot. Y'all telling me a whole damn lot right now. I'll tell you that. Mm-mm. slavery. Y'all understand? Eric Harris, Goree, Alan, Alan, we got to teach our kids more. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about the grown-ups ain't never put nothing in these damn kids. Dad Moody. That's small potatoes hiring them for one of them companies. That's small potatoes. I want to be like him. I don't want nobody hiring me. I don't want to be employed. I want to be deployed. I want to use my gifts. Because if I get a job can fire me. But I take my gifts, my work with me. Quit. I want us to stop thinking about a job all the time. Think about the gift you got. He used his gift. You working at a job, you ain't gonna be able to go pay for nobody but your son's education or your daughter's. Man, I'm picking that man's brain every Thursday. Man, how you do? What is it? Was it Cornell? Could I get that from an HBCU? I didn't go to Cornell, but if I go here, if I do this, if I use this HBCU grant, maybe I can get in Cornell. Man, I'd have been working him. Asking nobody for no damn job. Sick of us asking for jobs. The work, because the job ain't gonna pay you nothing. They ain't gonna pay you what the owner's making. That is Moody. You do that with normal people. You got the most wealthiest black man in history. See, you ain't listening to me. You're trying to defend your damn statement. Y'all quit defending your statement and just listen. You have to start somewhere. You ain't calling that man asking for no job. He done already got you debt free. Now you trying to say, me, I would be thinking, how in the hell that I can duplicate what he did? Let me go and pay for it. Let me get enough money so I can go over to TSU and pay for 10 people to go to school. Y'all, we got to quit thinking like that. Told my son, you didn't go to Cornell to just come back and get no damn job. You don't go to West Point to become a crossing guard. You go to Cornell to be a captain of the industry, not to go work for nobody. You could have stayed here and got them to go win anywhere to get a job. You go 1,700 miles away from home, you better come out of there with something. I ain't never tell him to go up there and get no damn job. You know you got the hobnob. No, you put yourself in a position where they want to hobnob with you. We got to quit teaching our kids. We're teaching them wrong. You teach them. You don't want to be employed. Now you got to get your job to get your way. But you working yourself. You using your gift. Because he ain't going to pay you how much your gift is worth. Because your gift is priceless. But if he paying you $50,000 to $60,000 a year, that means he's making $100 million off your talent. My daughter's the same way. I just talk about my son because I'm protective of my daughter. Bad mama jamma. What my guy at up there talking about? Anson Fowler, whoever. If she go on she go to New York with a dude, her name might be on the rim. Her name might be on the room. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm trying to find something that I missed. No, it's in here. Oh, there it is. Let me share some with y'all. I love the Lakers. I love that. I love that the Lakers won all them championships. Jerry Buss owned the Lakers, and Pat Riley commanded those black men. Somebody called him. Somebody called him the greatest leader of black men. I'm talking about Pat Riley. But when you try to own something, Magic Johnson trading in his Starbucks, and they don't give him but a half a damn percent, half of 1%, the Washington Commanders. You know, the Jay-Z move with the Nets. And then, there you go, we got a black owner. Go for this mess. No, he don't own the Washington Commanders. But they're going to surely bring his black butt out there to all the press conferences. I saw him text the other day, Cookie and I were at the Commanders games. This is what they hired Coach Prime to do. Shout out to the Longhorns. Shout out to them. I'm going to talk about them at some point this week. I just don't like them that much, but I'm going to shout them out. They won. They beat Alabama. But I don't like neither one, so tell you why. Glad you're here. It's great. This is a great place for your kids to listen. This is what these people hired Coach Prime to do. Y'all got to realize we have been entertaining people since the plantation. Hey, Bettina. We've been always entertainers. They're going to let us entertain. I want to be like Robert Smith. I want to own. That's why I want your son to know who Robert F. Smith is. Google him, Bettina, and make sure your son know who he is. A half a damn percent. I just told you. Half of 1%. That's how much Magic had. And I know you thought he owned. I bet you $1 million he thought Magic was the owner. This guy right here. Because he liked to read clickbait. He just read. Y'all follow me. The key was with Dion was to break him and get him out of Jackson State. I told y'all to move. Mission accomplished. They wanted to break him to get him out of Jackson State. I'm lifting him up because I love entertainers. The thing that I might want to lean on and to have some joy about I have to examine through this lens. If I want to be truthful to myself, then I ask my responsibility for perpetuating this system. So we break the system. How do we break the system? I'm talking about this college football plantation system. Alpha Your Visa. Do we create another system? Y'all, let me put that in plain terms. He started winning down there, and they say, hey, they got in a room together. Which one of y'all gonna hire this nigga? Cause he's a rebellious slave. He doing too much down here. One of y'all got to hire him. So they give him the worst damn team in college football. Colorado was 1-11. Couldn't get no worse than that unless you're 0-12. That's what I'm talking about. When I look at Saudi Arabia coming in, they've moved on. They trying to take over golf. They're infringing on soccer. There are stories about a pro basketball league. Guess who was just over in Saudi Arabia? I know Thaddeus Moody probably know. LeBron and Maverick Carter. He said, when they do, you know they're going to give him $1 billion over there to play. He gone. Like a turkey through the cone. We should get our joy for real. I love it because we should get our joy anywhere we can find it. Because we are born and then we die. And in between, I told you we better maximize our dash. That dash is when you're born, and that dash in between and when you die. As the ancient Egyptians would say, I think it said one of the purposes in life is to enjoy your life. That's what I love when I see Sonia and Mike over there in Jamaica. I love to see Daryl Anderson, him and his wife going on a cruise down there every day, every week. I love to see that. Some people get jealous. That's why I don't tell y'all where I go. Some people be jealous. Enjoy your life. So we should have joy. Look, I enjoy prime time. It's my dude. I don't see what he is doing now as any different than he always been doing. I watched him as a player, but because it's not from what you sidestepping down the sidelines from in Atlanta, or the Falcons, or the Dallas Cowboys, or the San Francisco. And a lot of people can't stop watching it. See, I'm so enthralled by him right now. And I have to watch myself because this college football could be a gateway drug. You get caught up because I'm caught up. Y'all got to realize, do y'all know First Take going to be there? It was a 1-7 team. It's a 1-7, a 1-11 team last year. First Take going to do their show from there on Friday. College Dayton Game Day going to be there. ESPN. Fox, Kickoff. All three of them, that ain't never happened. Plantation college football, white college football. Make no mistake, it is white, Alfio. I don't care what happened last weekend and what happened this weekend. I'm glad that band didn't come out there. I'm just glad that band didn't come out there talking, here we go. Here I go. I'm glad the band didn't do that. He saved me for that. We can't get mad. We love the man. but you're talking about minstrelsy. Give me my theme music. Maybe they paid. Maybe they paid Mystical for that. What's that song? His theme music? The Mystical. What? I can't pronounce it. Mystical. I think he back in jail. Think about it, y'all. They got him out of Jackson State. That man had to go. Here I go. The man had to go. Them people said he about to mess up our money. I'm talking about the presidents and the chancellors of these universities. This dude about to mess up that Travis Hunter got him. See, I can't do nothing about Shador. I can't do nothing about O'Shallow. But when he got that damn Travis Hunter, I just can't. Yo, they didn't like that. I talked to some of them, Bettina. Listen, they tried the year before. They said somebody got to get this man out of here. They tried the year before. Y'all just didn't know. Can y'all enlighten me? I need y'all, Bettina. I need y'all. Hey, Tanya finally came on. Can y'all enlighten me on how these two young men, the quarterback and the wide receiver, who played with the same 10 toes, the same 10 fingers, legs and arms last year, they got beat by another HBCU in the championship game celebration ball. But somehow, when what these two Negroes did, what they couldn't do in the SWAC, in the Pac-12, all of a sudden, these writers discover they have skills. Can y'all enlighten me on that? Mel Kiper? Now he's a number 3 quarterback, and I told y'all that folks thought I was crazy. Bettina, when I said, Doug Smith, you was on here. We had some people, they that. I keep telling y'all, man, when y'all talk about high school basketball, I defer. Chris Walker, I even let you talk about college basketball. I defer, but I didn't forget more than most people know. But when you talk about this pro stuff, you might want to listen. He can't be that good here at Jackson State. That's what they told me. You understand me? Bettina, these guys, they come on this. Some of them on their feet right now didn't believe me. He got beat by North Carolina Central. He got beat by North. I'm talking about Shador. I know what one looked like. Been in this business for 30 years. I saw Steve McNair. I even compared him. I said, man, I even gave them the story, and they still didn't want to hear it. I was down there in, what's the name of that itty bitty Mississippi down there? Y'all don't understand. My phone wouldn't work, but nothing. I had a phone a long time ago. But nothing didn't work down there. Remember, Beeper didn't work, but nothing didn't work. And I saw Steve McNair doing the same thing at Alcorn. Didn't he turn out to be a pretty damn good quarterback until he let the guy mess with that little girl and she blew his damn brains out? So, Norman, Mississippi. Thank you. I give my Mississippi's mister. Too many of them damn Mississippi's down there. I know what Memphis, Tennessee is. Think about this, Tanya. I'm sitting there telling these dudes, man, I was there, Sonya. I was on the campus, Tanya and Sonya and Bettina. I was on the campus of Alcorn so much. They thought I was a student. You understand me? I knew what he was gonna be. So when I come and said, Shadora's like, nah, he just Dion's son. What's up, Mike Garcia? But let me go. Sam, oh my God. Y'all, Mr. Entertainment himself is on this feed. Y'all better Google him. Y'all like King George, y'all better talk Mr. Sam. If y'all like King George, that's Mr. Sam right there. Robert Young is at lunch at Mimi's right now. He said he about to get that Mardi Gras show. Oh my God. Robert, don't do me like that. Let me get back. Where was I? See, y'all, Sam Fallon, y'all, that's royalty right there. That's my dude right there. Oh my God. Hey, if Vegas was doing what they doing now, talking about the Michael Jackson experience, Sam would have a residence in Vegas. Because you would have thought he was Michael Jackson back then. I'm telling you, baddest man. Google it. Let me get back. See y'all forgive me. Just perhaps that Shador and Travis are performing better now than they were last year. The spring game, y'all let me help y'all. Last year, didn't nobody think that though. Herb, you said this. Last year, I said the same thing, but people didn't believe me. That's all I'm saying. But I ain't mad, because y'all I'm supposed to see what I see. I got a trained eye to watch a professional athlete. I can't tell you who gonna go to college or not. I can't look at your son and say, well, he gonna go play. You know, some of them I can, but I can't project where he gonna be and how good he gonna be in college. But I can project, I can project who gonna be a pro. So I was thinking about this. Y'all remember the spring game they had out there? I'm finna take y'all something. I'm gonna take y'all all throughout the show on this one. Y'all remember the spring game they had? They charged $10 a ticket, right? They sold out 42,277 tickets. They made $343,000 in revenue. Just the spring game. Find out how many spring game people was at U of H. Because that's our big college in the city. Find out how many was at Rice. The spring game. They made $122,000 on merchandise, Colorado jerseys, everything Colorado. What I'm pissed off at, they should have been buying it from the ALC collection with Mr. Favre. Anytime y'all get some, Tanya, I know you going out there, you and your girl, don't y'all buy none of that stuff out there. Buy it from ALC collection. Bettina, all of y'all. If y'all going to see the Colorado Buffaloes, because I know y'all support Prime, make sure you get your stuff from him. Don't let them folks just to get all the money. Let some black folks get some money. But check this out. Just the food alone. What Trey Phillips and Kevin Frazier, because I might miss a number. I'm gonna mess with y'all till the cows come on. Just on food, they made $147,000 in concessions. That's the prime effect. Why we acting like we don't remember? It's almost like we are a race of children. But it's okay. That's why we're here. That's why I hope y'all on this show. That's why we're doing this work on this show. Because it's not about not celebrating what Dion's doing. It's about keeping your eye on the prize. We have been doing athletics for a long time, y'all. Haven't we? The question is, how does it free us? We in the same damn place. We've been doing our athletics all this time. They'll let one of us succeed, but that other one don't bring everybody else up. So it's just gonna be you up by yourself. You can't win nothing like that. Y'all remember Monet Davis, the Little League World pitcher, the Little League Series pitcher, the little girl who pitched it. She grew up. She went to Hampton. Monet, she didn't grow anymore. She was the same size, 5 feet, I think, 120 pounds, as she was when she won the World Series. But guess what? She got a softball scholarship to go to Hampton. Let me read to y'all. From Wayne Coffey's article in Saturday's copy of New York Times. You're gonna love this. Davis wound up getting a softball scholarship at Hampton University, at HBCU, on the coast of Virginia, playing middle infielder, studying journalism, and earning a degree in communications with a 3.67 grade point average. Opting to pursue grad school. Let's talk, y'all. Now let's talk. This is how she turned sports to something beneficial for her. She was accepted into Columbia's sports management program and applied and won an HBCU fellowship that covered the full $125,000 cost for the 3-semester program. Scott Rousner, the program director, said, listen to me, that Davis' Little League pedigree and the fame that followed had, quote, zero to do with her acceptance. Ain't all about sports, y'all. This is an article in Saturday's New York Times, 9 years after Monet, the Monet mania. But we still intrigued by sports. This child is going to be running your institution one of these days. Individuals don't be institutions. We need more than one. We love when she was throwing the ball. But how many people have thought about her since? Tell the truth. We'll be thinking about her today. Go ahead, Monet. Get your degree, baby. The graduate school that she has been accepted to in sports management. So, Coach Sanders, go ahead. Maybe she can rep Shadua and Shiloh one day. You keep on doing what you're doing. Maybe she can represent them one day. See, Monet understood, stands as a woman. Let's say she's still playing at the top of her game. Where's she going to play professional softball at and make some money? Or if she played professional basketball, she would be getting pittance from the WNBA, which the NBA put together. To run out of business, the ABL. Now that I've updated you on Monet Davis, let's return I ain't got off prime yet. Colorado football. This year, back in the spring game, so we sold out season tickets for the first time in 27 years. So Coach Prime effect is really doing what it's supposed to do. And I'm not mad at Coach Prime. Coach Prime is doing what he do. Let's be clear. One-on-one achievement allows for us to fantasize of winning as a group. See, they'll let one of us win, but see, if you give a one and one achievement, if I just give it to Tanya Faulkner and everybody else, that ain't gonna move the needle. We can only fantasize if just Tanya is winning about winning as a group. But what if everybody on this feed was winning? What if everybody on this feed shared the show like they supposed to? What if everybody was winning? What can we do? It's a comfort, y'all. It's cathartic. It has some value, but how does it free us? That's why when I talk on this show, I talk about us. Y'all be talking about y'all. Man, you don't be talking to me like that. I'm talking about something bigger than you. Jimmy the Greek said, you can't compete if the playing field is even. Now they got this affirmative action overturned. It's not going to be even anymore, y'all. They fired Jimmy the Greek for saying that. And then they counted backwards from 10. Then they put Sanders on the sideline of Colorado and put him with the great master of Alabama plantation, Nick Saban. Stuck a duck in the commercial and they made money. Jimmy the Greek, you were thinking short, buddy. We got this, bro. We got this, bro. They can coach. We can coach. They just can't own the place. I'll let you coach. You just can't own the place now. Magic Johnson. 0.5%. See, with Prime at Jackson State, now they almost had a little slave rebellion. That one boy in the afro got on his knees, and the next thing you know, we thought we was going to have a rebellion. So we all got on our knees. Jerry Jones got on his knees. Is Kaepernick back? No. Now, boy, you ain't going to ever play in this league again. I want you to understand this. We're going to give you this money. You get the hell out of here. Because we run this league. Oh, wait. You got a black owner? Magic Johnson? He owns the Commanders? No. They gave him the Jay-Z deal. We're going to stick you out in front of the press conference. In Jay-Z case, they put him in charge of closing out the mortgages in downtown Brooklyn. He told all the black folks, y'all sell y'all houses around here so we can build the Barclays Centers. They used him to do that. I don't know if you knew this. The point is this. The window dressings of individuals don't do nothing. We are all here 3 years later, really yesterday, and the rebellion was put down. When you have the potential of a rebellion, you got to close it, Dion. It's all fun and games when Coach Prime was running up and down the field, y'all. When he was playing. It was all fun and games when he was joking and wearing the gold chain. It was quite a different thing when you show up at a black school and you start recruiting black athletes who should be going to the plantation schools like Alpha wanted to go to. We got to stop this. One season is okay. We got a little spectacle. Let's get together. Let's decide who gonna hire him. Because I be darned. Those niggers, those Negroes. Sorry, Lord. Those Negroes, we need them running up and down the field for us. Yo, it ain't even unique to have a black quarterback in Colorado. Of course. Y'all remember Cordell Stewart? Eric Bieniemy, who still can't get a whole head coaching job, being a head coach. But he was a hell of a runner at the bus. Keep the running back. The point is, it ain't unusual, as Tom Jones would say. They love you as long as you're making money for them. I've said this before. Individuals don't beat institutions. It's an institution we're going to. When we see one of us, the question we should be raising is, I don't care whether you are a head football coach, whether you are an individual or a faculty, whether you are the first or the only person on your job. When you see one of us, the question should be, how are the rest of us being impacted? How does it help free more than one of us? We need more Jay-Z's and more. We need more Robert Smiths. If we had 100 Robert Smith, it's 109 Robert Smith, it's 109 HBCU. So each one of them could have went and paid off the debt for all our HBCUs. See, big money funds the white nationalists. They have made this money through various criminal enterprises that allow them to accumulate wealth. Go look at your history. I'm just giving you facts. The Saudis are buying up golf. They may buy basketball. And at the end of the day, LeBron James is an employee. If they say how much you're making, LeBron, we'll triple it. I got to go play. If LeBron says I got to go play if I'm 100 years old. And part of buying sports, y'all, is creating some potent Lysol to disguise the real things that's going on. Because if I got y'all watching the game, you ain't seeing what's going on in the skybox. They are buying prestige. It's all about stories. It's all about narrative they're painting. And if you can craft the narrative, you can come out as heroic. The Kansas City Monarchs, never forget, were the class of the field. Then you wait a couple of generations and you make a movie and make Harrison Ford Branch Rickey. And you forget why Branch Rickey had some very noble ideas and noble intentions. He's also a businessman. And so now you don't have to worry about the Negro Leagues no more because they let Jackie Robinson in. I remember Clark Griffith, who owned the Washington Senators in Washington D.C. Uh, uh, the informal model of the senators for the white people in the city of Washington was the Washington Senators. First it was first in Washington, first in peace, and last in the National League. They didn't win a damn game. They played their home games at Griffith Stadium, which is uh, on the corner of Florida and Georgia, where Howard University Hospital is now. And then they would let the stadium, watch this, be rented out for people who wanted to use it when they wasn't there. So Elijah Muhammad debated, I think with that Reverend Mishu. There was an Islam versus Christianity. Thousands of black people showed up for the debate at Griffith Stadium. And then they played a Negro League All-Star game at Griffith Stadium, and thousands of black people sitting in there in their Sunday clothes. Branch Rickey and them boys understood. We need this gate. We can get this market. Let's just get the best black players, bring them over here. And the Negro League gonna fall. And they got it. Now there's no more Philadelphia Stars. There's no more New York Elite Giants and Kansas City Monarchs. Now there's one Negro on the Brooklyn Dodgers, Jackie Robinson. And then they add a couple more, Don Newcomb. Then they add a couple more, Roy Campanella. We might even get a world championship out of this. But what about the Negro League Championship? Oh, them Negroes, they out of business. Then we will wait a couple of generations and we'll tell a story about it. Again, narratives are important. We will stick Chaz Boseman in as Jackie Robinson, and you Negroes would be cheering, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. We'd even get Jay-Z to make a theme song where he said, Brooklyn, we go hard. I jack, I rob, I run. Beautiful, I'm Jackie Robinson. Oh, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. Where Brooklyn at? Now, we got these heroic individuals, but individuals don't be institutions. And this affirmative action case reminds us. When you see one of us, how the rest of us are being impacted. Like I told you, big money funds the white nationalists, who continues to make sure that the formation that is the capitalistic system was built on and is never dislodged. And what is this formation basically? So you can know, so you can never say I didn't tell you. Where you go back, where you got this criminal enterprise of private wealth built on the back of labor. That's why I told you ain't working for no damn body. And now private wealth just rakes in the profits of labor. So how do you combat that? How do you punctuate that? How do you break that? Well, you have to organize. And while you're organized, if you are in a state formation or a country formation, it's government. Government has power. Through its taxing power, through its control of resources, government then pushes by the people who live up under them, and because of that, the government in the state formation and the government can help balance some of this. That's why you got to watch who you elect in your state and local government. Government and them using law, government can enforce some basic redistribution of wealth. Think about it. That money that they gave out, that stimulus package, that PPP loans, that's the first time. That's the first time that ever happened in history. Ain't gonna be the last time. They gave more money. The government ain't never did that like that. How much? How many of us got some of that money and not messed it off and not did the crooked PPP stuff? If you go and look at the Congressional Black Caucus, I've been telling y'all, in the 1970s and the 1980s, and look at it now. See, people, people, I'm about to close, y'all. People, yeah, I'm preaching. People may have the same intent as Mickey Leland. They may have the same intent as Ron Dellums. That's my dude, man. That's what I wanted to be like. Ron Dellums. Go look him up. Bad, bad, bad dude. And Shirley Chisholm. People have the same intent as Adam Clayton Powell. Maybe people have the same intent, but this system is so rewarded with private wealth, criminal wealth, that buys politicians, that even the voices like Summer Lee, look her up, even the voices like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez find themselves confronted with this wall of private money. And this wall so much is even to have to prop up somebody like Nancy Pelosi. Do y'all know why Nancy Pelosi, old ass, is still running for Congress again? Because she love her job? Nah. That's going to be the story they're going to tell. You in the newspaper. What they're also going to mention way down at the bottom is that she's still the biggest fundraiser in the Democratic Party. All of them. So Akeem, he need Nancy Pelosi. Not to tell him how to guide the maze of public policy. Akeem needed Nancy Pelosi because she can pick up a phone and put $1 million check in his bank account. And it's a little bit better when she's in Congress than if she's not. So they had to keep her in there. Nancy Pelosi, y'all, I'm just helping y'all, just in case y'all didn't know, is a fundraiser. And why is she so important? Because in contemporary politics, it's all about money. And it's about the same money that's behind that lawsuit that won the affirmative action. Let's understand that you don't break the back of wealth unless you are organized. I keep trying to tell y'all. That's why I keep telling y'all to keep organized. We got to organize. We got to do something with this show. We got to organize. As you are organized, you have to fight to use the government as an apparatus to help break this stuff up. So you can get a little bit back when you pay in. Talking about with your taxes, talking about with your state taxes, your income tax, whatever you put in. See, these rich people getting that back out because they know the tax codes. They know when they're getting this out. And all of the resources can be used to push back against private wealth. But private wealth understand how this works. Listen, y'all. Government creates an apparatus to have some potential to distribute some of its wealth, right? Law can be a mechanism for redistribution, henceforth the affirmative action program. So, okay, you black, we're going to give you a little bit of a leg up. But they done took that away. They trying to take the Small Business Administration away. Have y'all been looking in the news? The SBA, the Small Business Association, who've been helping, they trying to stop that. These are the people who are sitting in the skybox at the Colorado games and at the Texas games and at the Alabama games. That's why it's hard for me. I cheer for Prime, but I can't cheer for these colleges. And when Deion Sanders, when Shedeur Sanders overthrows a receiver, and Travis Hunter drops a pass, that's when you might hear the N word. I beg pardon. You're not going to hear the N word because you ain't going to be up in the skybox. But it's happening up in there. You can't get up there. These are the people that drop the money to watch the entertainment. Listen to me. I'm really about to finish. Your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather were the ones on the plantation where they took the two biggest Negroes, made them fight each other barefisted. And we can put some money on it. The fact that my Negro can beat your Negro. That stuff on Django, it's real. See, the contemporary version of that is called the Big Ten, the Big 12, the SEC, the Pac-10. I'm sorry. But every once in a while, one of these Negroes may sneak off, like Deion did, and tell them boys to come suit up at Jackson State. No, we got to get this Negro back on the plantation. I'm in the skybox. I funded affirmative action, against affirmative action. I funded all that stuff. So, y'all, I be conflicted when I'm cheering for Deion Sanders. I be conflicted when I've been in the sports industry business. Want my players to get more money, want their team to win. I be conflicted, man. The Colorado, Nebraska was the most watched CFB game Saturday. 8.7 million viewers. The Texas Alabama game had 7.9. Y'all, some people said I thought he was just going to be another Power 5 coach. There's nothing like Coach Prime. In any walk of life, he is chosen like anybody else. He may be a Power 5 coach, but it ain't but one Deion Sanders. And I'm going to finish this up tomorrow because I got to give that to y'all, but I'm in the overtime and I got to go somewhere. But I'm going to start this show off with Coach Prime tomorrow because a lot of people have changed their opinion on it. And a lot of people said, thank me for, talking them off a ledge. But I enjoyed y'all today, man. I've been had this for a while and I ain't just had a chance to get it out, but I had time today and, Jimmy will probably be here tomorrow. So I won't have time. So I'm going to get this Coach Prime. I got to give you a message about Coach Prime as soon as the show starts. So get there early. It's going to be something that you probably ain't heard nowhere else. It's unique, man. This phenomenon that's going on out there. Like I said, man, I've been in this business for 30 years. I've never seen a situation where First Take is going to be there on Friday. College game day. They wasn't even planning to be there. They scrapped somebody else's. And Fox Sports. Fox kind of mad about it. They kind of hot about it. Because I talked to one of those Fox guys who work for Fox. They hot. But you're going to have a choice. College game day, Fox. I mean, and all by this guy, HBCU, Jackson State, gave this man a chance. See, I never forget about that. Because none of these people wouldn't hire him. And he used Jackson State as an economic springboard to spring him to and put his son in a different light. Let me tell you something. When you go taking care of your children and yourself, man, it's all right. You remember I told you, I don't knock nobody's hustle. Sometimes I will question your ethics, but I ain't gonna knock your hustle. But man, I had fun with y'all. Share the show again. He said, well, it was 35 watching and ain't but 20 thumbs up. Y'all know better than that. But shout out to Jared Harris again, signed with Memphis. I told y'all every day was gonna be Jared Harris Day. It's his day again today. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Women Rock Wednesday. But I was out of here because they got me jealous. I wish I could go get me some shrimp. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.